Hi everyone, it's Lisa and Deb from Accelerate Nutrition. Today we're on our segment of Ask a Nutritionist. I've had a question come through from a lady who's got a daughter who's suffering from IBS, and her question is, the blood tests are all looking really good. The doctors have asked her to stay on a low FODMAP diet, but what can we do to help in terms of functional testing?
Firstly, my first thing to that before you even get to the functional testing would be don't stay on a FODMAP diet, okay? You need to work with a professional on a FODMAP diet. You should be working with someone that is actually taking you off the FODMAPs and slowly introducing food, a bit at a time. You should never stay on a FODMAPs. I had a client the other day who's been on FODMAPs for 12 years and has all sorts of stomach problems now. So that's the first bit of advice. Back to your actual question, Deb.
Yeah.
With the testing, we can do a lot of gut testing. So there's depending what the IBS, what's causing the IBS. Is it like what we call SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth? So if it's trouble you've got from the upper abdominals, then we actually do a SIBO test. But if it's actually lower bowels, then there's lots of gut GI tests that we can do. And I tend to use the ones that get sent off to America. And with that particular test, it tells you what's going on with your microbiome. It tells you if you've got any protozoas, if you've got any bacterias, if you've got candida in your gut, what your digestive enzymes are doing. Can you break down proteins, carbohydrates, fats? It also tells me if you've got Helicobacter and whether it's a genetic gene of Helicobacter, because a lot of people don't know that. And there's different types of Helicobacter strains that can cause havoc on the gut and cause IBS and IBD and other gut disorders. It also then tells me your sensitivity to an antibiotic if it needs to be treated with an antibiotic, or your sensitivity to herbs if we're using herbs. So in other words, what will work, what won't work to work if there is something that we need to get rid of. It also gives me an IgA factor, so whether it's an immune response or if it's affecting the immune system, and also zonulin. So zonulin was actually something that can tell us if you've got what we call loose gap junctions, also known as leaky gut. So the tests that I particularly use and Deb uses it's really complex, and it tells us 1,000,001 stories, and it actually stops us from having to look into a crystal ball and have do the guessing game.
Awesome. Okay, so if you've got a question about that, just send us a message down below, and we can put it on Ask a Nutritionist next week.
Yeah, and if there's anything else, any other questions that you have, please don't forget to send them through to us, and we'll answer it on this cast.
Thanks.
See you guys. Have a good one. Bye.